bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just get body?
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. Still, and nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 75 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So, wow. I mean, that'll quiet this crowd, right? A big one there on the opening drive of the game.
Yeah, you have to be thinking, we're at home for the playoffs. That had to be a splash of cold water right in their face, don't you think?
Yeah, they got to be thinking, we're going to have to work on this and do so in a hurry. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Hey, let's go. Trips left. Check. Green 80. Green attack.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Green 80.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Completes it to Lee. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To throw is Bortles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. Here's Bortles to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but not them just taking it. Big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Back to throw. Hampton, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the Jaguars getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
380.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Green 80. Green attack.
Bortles going to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing his Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Bortles, that is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Let's go!
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On first down, Hampton, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Let's go! Grand 38!
Throwing again on second and 10. Hampton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Operating from the gun. Hampton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Bortles now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Bortles again here on second and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Bortles now to throw. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
Throwing on 1st down. Hampton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hampton. He's got Dallas Goedert. His tight end over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
380! 11. Move! Banjo!
A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to rifle one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. So it's on to half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
380! Spread right, 72.
On 1st down, Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
380! Hey, 54, Ricky!
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He's got it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
380.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
380.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
380.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. He's lucky to be getting that one. Back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
380.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Third touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw on second down. Hampton. It's caught to Charles. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go!
On second down, Michelle. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set! Green 80! Sunday! Green is set!
To throw, it's Bortles. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Green 80! Green is set!
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Set! Green 80!
And they'll go on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Hampton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Hampton got his man complete over the middle. It's Charles. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
On 3rd down, Hampton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Looking to throw. Hampton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw again. Hampton, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Bortles going to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
And they'll run it here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. There to stop him was Rashawn Golden.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Spread right, 72.
Now Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 45 yards. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Bortles going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. By the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'.